Hello everybody. Today we're gonna talk about extinction of megafauna. Firstly, a few months ago I read this book. I really did like this book. It was quite interesting, and in the fourth chapter called The Flood, in it was about a partial bit about it was about megafaunas going extinct because of humans. Talking about Australian megafaunas. Now, the reason for that was we need to talk about humans first. Humans evolved somewhere in Africa. Not exactly sure whereabout was it, but well, now this species, a species called Homo sapiens, now started traveling, going to a lot of places. Time passed a lot, and they developed tools and stuff. Tools for fishing, hunting, and well, eating also. Loads and loads of stuff. But one thing they developed was a boat. And this boat thing is very, very interesting indeed. Let's say these two things are different continents, and this blue thing is the sea. Now, let's draw over here. You need some more space. Let's draw an elephant here, because I like elephants. It's floating, but whatever. A typical species that is living on land, for them to travel to different continents via the sea, they need to evolve to swim a long way. So if for this elephant, let's say this is Europe and this is America, and for this elephant to move across to America, this elephant can't build boats, so it would have to evolve in some sort of way, maybe develop flippers. But you imagine what it would take for an elephant to swim a long way. But maybe it would develop things to breathe underwater. Maybe it would develop more longer noses to breathe from under the water. But anyways, it takes a very long time to evolve, and for a creature to move across the sea, a land creature to do that, I'm saying it would take loads and loads of time. So now if it did go across the water, it would have taken a lot of time. So now if this is in the sea, in the ocean, now it would be more like a ocean species than a land animal. So now for it to go back onto land, it will have to evolve again, which takes more time. And so it would take a lot of time going onto land, and so there are some more animals, other animals living here. Let's say this is a giraffe. Surprisingly, this is a giraffe with 3 legs. Sorry, I only draw elephants. And now this giraffe, maybe elephants are dangerous to giraffes, but the giraffes living here doesn't know it until the elephants come to this continent. But the elephants, for them to move across the continent, it will take a long time, and now they would do loads and loads of stuff, evolve a lot to go back onto land. So maybe it would be a little bit like those first amphibious creatures, which were fish, and they developed some flippery legs to go on land for a little bit and then go back under the water to breathe and stuff. It would be maybe it would be like that, but now that would also take a very long time, and the giraffes living here would see the elephants, and maybe some elephants would attack the giraffes. And so then the giraffes, who evolved the ability to fear elephants, would have a higher chance of surviving. So that would make giraffes that fear elephants. So now when the elephants fully arrive on the land part of that continent, the giraffes wouldn't be eaten by elephants as much because it developed a ability to fear elephants. Also, a very important thing, elephants don't actually eat giraffes. Okay, back into the video. So, but now here is a human, and this human wants to go across the continent. So he builds a boat, or she. Well, there's gonna be a group of people, and now they build a boat and go across the continent. And do they have to evolve? No. They just have to build a boat and row for a while. Does that take a lot of time? Well, yes, because it's going across a continent, but it would be, if you compare it, for this elephant to evolve and go into the water and evolve again to go back onto the water, comparing the boat time to the evolving time, this is very, very little time. So little that, it is very little time. Now, so now they boat across the water, and now the giraffe sees the humans, and now let's also say humans are hostile to giraffes also, but now the human arrived too fast, and they are fully in land form, so it doesn't take any time to evolve back into land animals and stuff. Humans now, they can just start hunting the giraffes. So the giraffes are like, yo, what is that weird looking ape? And then the next second the giraffe is like, oh, they were dangerous, and it is eaten, sadly. But anyways, it would have been very hard to recognize the humans as scary predators for the megafauna or any animals living on that continent, because it hasn't seen a human ever. It doesn't have the ability to fear humans. So when the humans arrived, a lot of megafauna died. In this case, which I read in Sapiens, this is Australia, and this is somewhere in maybe Asia or Africa. I don't really know, but now they moved across the water and then hunted the big animals living there. But the big animals or megafauna living there didn't fear humans because it has never seen a human before. So when the human arrived, it looked at the humans and just went back to munching leaves and stuff. So after the humans arrived on Australia, over 90% of the megafauna living there died. And I think the rest 10% or something are kangaroos, but I don't really know. And
hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Hold up, this is future me, and I forgot to say one thing. When the elephants crossed over the ocean, they would have had to also adapt to the sea life. And what I mean is, now they would have had to change their diet to eat seafood, like maybe because they're vegetarian. Because elephants are vegan, maybe they ate some seaweed and kelp and whatever. They also would have had to change their diet. And when they cross the sea, the ocean is, let's say, the Western Pacific Ocean and the Eastern Atlantic Ocean. I think they are quite different. The sea isn't just one thing. When the elephants got into the water and then moved across, now they would have also had to adapt to this environment of the sea, which would have also taken time. And then the elephants get back onto the land and stuff. And well, that's it about the elephants. And also, another very, very important thing I forgot to mention: when the humans crossed the ocean, the megafauna living there, the number of species of them went down drastically. But also, important thing is, if they multiplied more quickly, the decreasing speed would have been a little bit slower, and maybe it could have given them a little bit more time to adapt to the humans. Time to evolve into, wait, humans are dangerous. So, but megafauna are very slow at reproducing. The bigger the animal, the slower it is for them to reproduce, to multiply. So that was also a major thing for their extinction. And okay, back into the video. Well, this is what I read in Sapiens, and it was really cool to me. But now today, I was reading this book called What We Owe the Future. Well, I have a long way to go to finish this book, but this is a new book. Came out somewhere in, was it August? But now this is also a very, very interesting book. Now I was reading this, and this told a question about, now if this happened and a lot of megafauna died, why are there so much megafauna just in Africa? And well, I guess there are some elephants in Asia and maybe maybe some big animals somewhere else. Maybe the polar bears in the North Pole, but whatever. Well, if you think about it, maybe your answer is that Africa had a very good environment for megafauna to live in. But well, Australia was similar, I guess, because there were a lot of megafaunas living there. Some were very gigantic sloths and stuff. And also in America, there also were a lot of megafauna living there. But when the humans arrived, they suddenly disappeared for this reason. And now the question is, why not Africa? It is not the environment. If you think about it, where did humans firstly evolve from? This is a very poorly drawn Africa. It kind of looks like an elephant ear, and also kind of looks like a Dorito chip. And now humans started evolving, I think it's somewhere around here, maybe a little more south or a bit north. I have no idea where humans really originated from, but I know it was somewhere in Africa. Let's say there's a lion here. This is a lion. And also there are some elephants. Something went wrong drawing this elephant. And there are some giraffes. And now there are a lot of megafauna living in Africa. And it was similar for all continents. Most continents. And the humans started evolving in Africa. And what does evolving take? A lot of time. So, well, and the humans, for them to be dangerous to other creatures, it now has to develop tools and stuff. It has to learn how to make tools and use them. And what does that take? Again, a lot of time and energy. But it takes a lot of time for the humans to evolve and get dangerous. But now, the lions, giraffes, elephants, hippos, rhinos, whatever, there are those megafauna has now lived near the humans when they were evolving. So when they became dangerous, the megafauna living near the humans got to know that, oh wait, humans are now dangerous. We should learn that. And, well, it would be more like, nah, they are safe, and oh, they're dead. And now the genes that fear humans exist now. So, well, these guys had a chance to adapt to the humans that has evolved and has also made tools and stuff to threaten them. These creatures don't have that weakness about a weakness of boats. So these guys were perfectly fine living here. When I read this, it was very cool because, well, I thought this was very cool, so of course this was also very, very cool. And now, I think that's basically all that I was going to talk to you about today. So, bye.